Hi, Namaste. Welcome back to Learn with Gowthami channel. Before getting into the video, first I want you to see what is going on now for 2 minutes. Communication is a skill that everyone needs to develop. It is something that everyone needs. You need to be good at it to achieve many goals. Communication is a skill that everyone needs to develop. It is a skill that everyone needs to master it. Did you observe what is the difference between first and the second cases? In the first case, I look very disinterested. I am not making eye contact. I was speaking very slowly. My tone was very low and no one can hear it. My body language is not correct. I was scratching here. Right. But in the second case, I look confident. I speak confidently. I am able to deliver the message. This is the main thing why you need to learn communication skill, master the communication skills. It is going to make a lot of difference. In the first case, I think so many of you have turned off the video and went into another video, right? While communicating, only 7% contributes to the words that you speak. 38% contributes to the tone of your voice, how much loud you are speaking, what pace you are maintaining, what quality you are speaking. Remaining 55% depends on your body language, the way you stand, the way you use your hands, the way you pronounce your words, the style you maintain. You need to maintain your own style. Communication is a skill that we can develop ourselves. Communication does not depend on how long you speak. It depends on how effectively you are speaking, how effectively you are able to convey your message. Basically, communication is of 3 types. The first one is verbal communication, in which we communicate through words. The second one plays a huge role, which is called as non-verbal communication. It involves body language, eye contact, gestures, facial expressions, etc. And finally, written communication. It means we communicate to other people by means of letters, emails, etc. Of these 3 communications, we use verbal communication and non-verbal communication a lot. So, whenever you are communicating, you need to put in your mind the 7 C's that I am going to tell now. The first one is that you need to be clear in your speech. When you are communicating to the other person, you need to make sure that each word coming from your mouth is a word that is understandable by the other person. You need to be very clear of what you are trying to explain. The second one is that you need to be concise. It means short and brief. When you are speaking for more time, then automatically you are going to go out of the track, or you are not going to stick into the subject. So be short but be brief. That means you must be able to communicate your thoughts in a short way but in a very detailed manner. Next, you must be concrete in your speech. It means that while you are communicating, the receiver should get a clear picture of what you are speaking. For example, right now I am speaking about communication skills. So, by this time you must be able to understand that I am speaking about communication skills. Right? Did you understand it? If you could understand that, it says that I am communicating well. You must be correct. Whatever information you give to others while communicating, make sure that you are using very simple language, understandable language, and give the correct information. The next point is that you must be coherent in your speech. You must be coherent while you are communicating. It means that you need to be logical while thinking, and while you are speaking out, all the statements that are coming from your mouth must be connected to each other. It should not be like you started describing about a rose and you ended up telling about a ball, right? There is no connection between a rose and a ball. In the same way, you need to be coherent in such a way that what is the point you have started the communication, the ending point also must be about that. You should not go out of track. Whenever you're communicating, you must be complete. Don't stop your communication in the middle. Even if someone interrupts you, just tell them, just a second. And continue your communication with the person you are speaking to right now. Don't stop your communication with the person you are speaking to and go to the other person and speak. It is not going to look nice also. While communicating, you must be courteous. You must be very respectful and you must use polite words while speaking. This brings a good impression to the listener that you are good at communication skills. Because a person who knows the importance of communication skills follows all these 7 C's: clear, concise, concrete, correct, coherent, complete, and courteous. All these 7 C's combinedly form communication. Make sure that you keep in your mind. Always try to make effective communications. Don't bluff. Never lose trust. Once you lose trust, whenever somebody is communicating again with you, they will not believe what you are saying. They will just hear from this ear and leave it from this ear. That should not be the case. Whenever we are communicating with any person, the main purpose is that they must believe what we are saying. If possible, they must agree with what we are saying. That is the main concept, right? Make sure that you are not at all using unfamiliar language while communicating because it may lead to misunderstandings. Whenever you are listening to someone, just make small talks in between like, huh, alright, I'm all ears. Okay. If you give small talks like this, the person who is speaking to you will be impressed and he will be able to understand that you are understanding what he is speaking. It is a way that you need to give answer to him in written. You should not interrupt them while speaking, but you can give small talks. It will be useful to continue the conversation. Communication skills are such a skills that you need to develop day by day. They can be seen in your face. Communication skills are affected by your emotions also. For example, if I am happy, I communicate it in a way such that with a smile, with complete eye contact, which shows my enthusiasm in it. If I am angry or if I am sad, how hard I try to cover it, it will be automatically seen on my face. It is highly necessary to improve your communication skills so that the other person will be interested to speak to you. Otherwise, the other person will be distracted and he will lack concentration and eventually he will lose interest in communicating with you. Communicating effectively is actually a skill. Many of the people think that speaking English is connected to communication. If I don't know how to speak English, I am not good at communication. Many of the people think that, but this is not correct. Even if you don't know English, you can be confident enough to communicate in your native language too. But in order to do that, you must have communication skills. English is a language that can be learned. Communication is a skill that you need to learn and develop. Both are different, but if you combine these two, then you are going to be in a position that no one can underestimate you. The persons who have underestimated you are going to know who you are, who the real you. You will be identified only if you are good at your communication skills. An individual's communication skills and leadership skills, which are correlated, are going to mark the journey of a person's life. A person who is good at both communication skills and leadership skills are going to succeed in their life. So this is the time that you need to start working upon your communication skills. I hope you have got enough reasons why you need to become better in communicating. I want all of you to develop your communication skills and reach heights in your life. Let us meet in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.